Hello from Romania, from our favorite artist electronics here. As you can see, I have a bunch of displays, a couple of numeric displays. I think I don't think I have 10. I think I have 20. Where I was. So here it is. It's working absolutely fine, absolutely perfectly. But there are some problems. In the original simulation in Proteus, that helped me actually, but in reality I have to link reset to ground. Here it is, 33 here in the middle, and this is the reset pin here, which is on the ground. Also the inhibit on the ground, and this is optional Ruby. It's this white wire that I have here. I put it to positive rail. I have positive and negative and positive here. You see negative, positive, negative, positive. And now it's on positive, and it is counting 0, is displaying 0. But if I'm switching it to negative, it's not displaying 0, which is very cool. You see? And it's very, very cool. If I'm leaving it in the air, sometimes it's showing 0, sometimes it's not showing anything. So floating, this one floating, if I'm touching it, it got an error. Sometimes it's not good to keep it in air, this Ruby pin. And as I was afraid, my displays unfortunately are common anode, and they must have a positive input through this 1 kilo that I put here, and the rest are negatives. And I put not gates, as you can see there. Here it is. So this is 33, and this as 7404, not gates inverters. And one inverter, here it is containing 6 gates, but this display is having 7, so I had to put another one there to use only 1 gate from it, and that sucks. I mean, it's making it a bit more bigger than it should. But on the bright side, it's working, and I wished I had common cathode displays now. Yeah, like I said, the good thing is that it's working, and absolutely fine. All that is, this is the counter. If I'm lowering the speed, it will decrease the speed there. If I'm making it very, very fast from the counter here, the 555, here inside is a 555 timer, and it will count absolutely fine. So imagine you have like a button, you know, and you press the button on the clock pin of this 4033, and you want to count something, you know, like tuck, 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 and then hit reset, and because it is having reset. So if I'm bringing reset to positive, probably it will reset to 0. I hope. I didn't test it yet. All that I observed is that is erroneous behavior if it's not linked to ground, that reset. So it must reset if it's connected to positive, probably like a switch or something. And yeah, pretty cool. I really like that. I really like this chip. It's not doing much, but it's doing something very, very specific. You know, dedicated chip. It's interesting. All right. I guess I should probably correct this in Proteus circuit and show it after. Yeah. All right. Actually, show the entire circuit that I built here, but in Proteus. You know, like I will build it as it is in reality in the simulator in Proteus, because here is working and should be corrected there as well. Okay. Oh, it is powered from 5 volts. I've also used my oscilloscope, and I had a little bit of problem. Sometimes it was seeing the oscillation, sometimes it didn't. Probably the connection wasn't good enough. But the oscillations are quite interesting. Let me actually hook it up and show it to you. Where are you? I want to put it here on pin A, which is there. And I'm operating with one hand. Yeah. And let me give it a little bit of. So that's the display. How it's looking. If I'm increasing, you see it's the pulses are increasing. If I'm slowing it down, the pulses are slowing down as well, which is very cool. And every output that I have here is different. Nothing is the same, because yeah, it's having to is like a coded message that is coming out. You know, encoded output. Pretty much, this is it. So I made a little modification. I didn't make it version 2. I actually make another file. I copied this file and I made another file, but it was so little to add here. Only these inverters. Well, actually, it's only one inverter that is having 6 gates in it, this 6, and another one inverter that is having only 1, and in total 7 inverters for each line, pretty much. And now, when I'm running it, it's absolutely working fine from both types of displays. The type that is common cathode, linked to negative, and this one that I have here, unfortunately, very, very unfortunate, with common anode, linked to positive. And yeah, it's working absolutely cool, as it was working in reality. Pretty much what I did here, I did exactly what I did in reality, plus some. So I've edited the same file that I was having before, and corrected actually, and I've added this MR master reset. So the reset pin, I put it to ground, and for each chip that I have in this file, for everything, and also. I made this annotation here, this label, as you can see, RB RBE to positive display 0 character, to negative displays blank, but in air will give you errors. So don't keep that RBE in air because it will give you some errors. As it did for me, especially when you touch it with your finger. And when you, especially when you plug in and out the circuit, it will not auto start correctly, and it will not work actually, because I don't know what, there is some capacitance in the circuit probably, and that capacitance is, if the RBE is staying in air, the other pins, I don't know, but it's best to sync it, either to sync it to negative or to link it to positive there. And here I discovered something interesting. I was reading into the datasheet. You can actually link RBE, link to RBO as a positive, because RBO is always positive here to display the 0 character. That's the, instead of linking it to the positive rail, a jumper from pin 3 to pin 4, very close together, these two pins. And what RBE, it means, the E, it means it's an input, an O from RBO, O, it means it's an output, and this is an outputting positive voltage. So RBE input connected to output as a positive, always positive, will display the 0 character as exactly as it is linked to the positive rail, pretty much. I will play it right now. This is a trick. I'm not sure. They are explaining it there in the datasheet. Why is this phenomenon? So right now this is linked. RBE is linked to negative through a 10 kilo. If I'm clicking this, it will display the 0 right now. 9 0. See? And if I'm opening the and send it to ground, nothing. So that's very interesting. Very easy to make a contact like this if you really want. It's interesting. It's an interesting solution. You know. It's convenient because these two pins, pin 3 and pin 4, are very close together. You have to put a single wire directly onto them, and that's it. You have 0 character. Pretty much this is it with this new update that I have for this chip. Very interesting chip. I really like it. I don't like that my 7 segments displays, they are common anodes and not common cathode. It is so simple with common cathode. It's so simple. Don't need all this shit, all this supplementary chips. And they can be made from transistors and resistors, and it can be a bit bigger. If you don't want to use a chip, an integrated circuit, you can use a NOT gate made from discrete components. But yeah, it's possible. Everything is possible. All right, this is it. Thank you very much for watching my update, and I hope you like it. All right, bye-bye. From your favorite artist electronist, the greatest Q12 here. Bye-bye.